doing another week on the grill this week because it is freaking gorgeous out and I love it. So, we are going to do steak and potatoes again, but a little bit of change up this time. I already have the steaks marinating, and no, I didn't record that because you already saw how I marinate steaks. Go back to the other steak and potatoes video, you'll see how I marinate steaks. And I'm trying to keep them, the videos keep getting longer every week, and I don't know why. Probably because I'm getting into more involved stuff, but I figure if I show you guys something once, don't necessarily have to go back and revisit and make it a longer video. However, the potatoes this week are going to be a little bit different too. I'm going to touch on one thing real quick. We all know what's going on in the world right now with the issues, and our thoughts rest with the family of Mr. Floyd, and wish them our sincerest sympathies, and we are thinking of them. The bullshit that's going on needs to stop. Straight up. I am 110% behind peaceful protest. But damaging your own communities, looting, burning, destroying your local businesses, taking away local jobs, especially right now, that's got to stop. Because without our community, we are nothing. And destroying our own community is just damn stupid. There's no two ways about it. So, yes, peaceful protest, no issue. Stop the bullshit. Now let's get cooking because you know what? Food makes everything better. So let's make some great food. We're going to pop down and start working on our potatoes, so I'll see you down there. Okay, got my potatoes. They are washed, clean, ready to roll. The countertop has been bleached and cleaned, so just so you know what the prep is. I have to run this knife through the sharpener at some point. Okay, this week we're doing a little bit different. This week we are going to do our potatoes in slices. And yeah, I think I may have to switch knives up. And we're doing our slices thin, maybe 1/4 inch if that. Let me grab a different knife. That one's just not cutting it today. Pun intended. There we go. It's a good chopping knife, but it needs to be sharpened. And I'm literally just going down. You get a screw up along the way, you get one a little bit thicker than another. No big deal. It's all food, it's all good. I'm going to put him over here on the foil for the moment. Okay. So now, I'm going to not take my finger off while I'm doing this. Okay, we're good, no blood. Younger people, if you're not 100% sure what you're doing, please ask the adults for help. It is not a slam on anybody. We all have to learn somehow. Trust me, when I started cooking, I had a lot of help from my parents and learned a lot of very important things from them. And you know what? It gave me a really solid base to work with. So, if you are trying to cook for, if you're a beginner cook, there's nothing wrong with that. It's a great skill to have, especially if you, when you get older, you're out on your own, you want to impress somebody or have some friends over for some fun and good times. It's always good to know how to cook because food makes everything better. Food is awesome. Food is life. Life is good. So, because I'm trying not to crank out the super long videos here, I think we're going to do the rest of these potatoes as a montage. Okay, now that we're back from our montage, I have all my potatoes in here. Now I'm going to add a little something to this, because why not? Pull this over here. And honestly, sometimes I make it up as I go along. I won't even deny that. I'm actually going to pull out a second piece of foil. And scooch. Scooch, puppies. Get out my frozen veggies. While I'm at it, might as well dig out the butter too. So, I'm going to split these roughly in half. And yes, we are cooking the potatoes on the grill. That's roughly half. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put the dirty dish in the sink. Make my life easier. This is just some frozen broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, squash, etc. We've seen this before. This isn't the first time I brought these out. I'm not going to put a whole lot here, just a little bit. The nice thing about something like this is leftovers can be reheated. Love me some leftovers. Because when you have leftovers, the neat thing about leftovers is that the proteins in the food, the building blocks of the food, when you cook it, they kind of like pull apart. And as it cools down, as you put it in the fridge after you're done, they start to recombine. They start to come back together. Crap. And as they come back together differently than they initially came apart. And that's why leftovers have a tendency to taste better than the first time you had it, because you've got a whole different flavor combination now. So this is just a half a stick of butter each. Yeah, if I can get all the paper off of it, there we go. Right on there. Let's see. There's an easy way to do this. I just don't specialize in doing things the easy way all the time. Right there. Okay, let me put the trash in the trash. And now, we're going to add a little seasoning. Some lemon pepper. Believe it or not, some pizza seasoning. Now, the steaks are marinating in a grilled pineapple habanero glaze. And that should be quite tasty. And a little bit of barbecue spice. Now, here comes the fun part. It's always a pain right in the ass. But you want to fold these over and kind of crimp it all together so you got a nice package here to go right on the grill. Yes, that's my pink tray I used last time I was grilling. And there we go. We now have 2 packets of potato and veg to go on the grill. So, I will see you guys next at the grill. Okay, here we are at the grill. Now, I'm working on figuring out the best way to film grill things, so bear with me. Grill is clean and ready to go and nice and warm. So, yes, we're going to put our potato and veg on here. Turn that down on low. Our steaks. Ooh, that looks good. Which have been marinating for the last couple of hours. Oh yeah. In a grilled pineapple and habanero glaze. Oh yeah, hear that sizzle. That's what I call tasty. We're going to cover this up and let it do its magic. Show you back in a minute. I forgot to press record, but
I just flipped the steaks and they're looking pretty good. I threw some more of the grilled pineapple habanero glaze on there. Moved them over a little bit because this end was getting a little warm. Turned my temperatures down a little bit and we're going to let it keep cooking. So there's your update. More in a little bit. Okay, so it started sprinkling, so you guys are sitting back in here. Ooh, that smells good. Oh, yeah. Oh, they're cooking up nicely. There we go. So everything's coming along nicely. The steaks are cooking down well, and the potatoes and veggies are cooking up nicely. So I think, in overall, this is going to be a really good dinner. So back in a little bit.
Quick interjection here while I'm editing. I realize this came out a lot shorter than I had figured, but with everything going on, I will admit I'm a little exhausted, so I ask you to bear with me. I should be back to my usual long-winded, extensive videoed self next week, but it was good dinner. So I apologize. A little bit craziness. I'm a little tired from what's going on, just not getting a lot of sleep. But just letting you know, I will get back to making them a little bit longer than this in the future. Thanks, and let's get back to the end now. So, a little bit of a snafu in the recording of getting it off the grill. I'm going to put a snapshot right here. Came out really good. I have tasted it. Veggies came out great. Seasoning's good. Carter's pissed about being in his kennel eating his dinner. And overall, it was good steak and veg. Already said everything I have to say about what's going on in the world. So let's just say, take this time to take a good look at yourself. See what changes you need to make. Make those changes and be awesome. But until then, get some friends together, cook some dinner. Remember, food is life, life is good. I have faith in you and you can do amazing things. Until next week, I will catch you all next time.